Jacob Keane.
How's it going?
Good. How are you, Jake?
Good, man.
Grew up together.
We did.
We've known each other for like 20 years.
Yeah?
It's your age.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, dude. We're going to talk about like drugs, just bad decisions today, and how people change.
Bad decisions. We've all had some crazy, drunken experiences.
To liquid death.
Yeah.
Keeping us sober.
Cheers, man.
Yeah. So last Sunday, I was going to quit smoking weed. I woke up, I was like, yo, I'm going to quit smoking weed.
Before you go on, you even went to church with me.
I went to church with you.
That's
on
awesome,
Sunday,
man.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a good church, man.
I'm glad you went.
I do. Yeah, dude, thanks for inviting me, man.
Men's group, too.
Men's groups, too. I need to, because I need the support, you know? And I went to church feeling good. We had communion. Dude, I was on fire,
right.
man.
Yeah.
Then I got home.
That's where it happens.
And I was bored, man.
That's where it happens.
And then I wasn't home for more than an hour. And the next thing you know, I'm in front of the weed shop.
I get that part. Oh, shit!
The next thing you know, I'm home and I'm smoking it.
How did this happen? You're taking a big old rip.
Then, because I was fasting, I was like, okay, well, maybe this isn't the right thing to do, because when you're fasting, you're supposed to, like, not eat, because when you have hunger pain, you're supposed to pray. Instead, I'm just smoking weed. So I was like, okay.
Oh, I'm hungry. Let's take a rip.
Yeah, and then I got the munchies after that.
Of course.
I
mean, that's weird. I had no idea weed does that.
I was like, sorry, God. But I figured out this is what happens. I have coffee in the morning. And then I get super hyped up because I have ADHD.
Yeah.
So I get on, I call it crack 9.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
I believe it.
So I have to have decaf.
Oh, I know it.
And then I gotta calm myself down, so then I smoke weed.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I gotta end this pattern. So I think I'm just gonna like start drinking decaf, and then get to the point where because I would like to get to the point where I could fast for like 3 days and just have water, which would be crazy. I've never done that, you know. And my sister says I had a problem because I want to do this stuff. It's pain, but it's
There's nothing wrong with fasting. It's actually very biblical, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
The church actually just did a big fast together.
Nice. Do you drink anymore?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, but you're not like...
No, actually, I got really bad in alcohol. Probably, for a very short amount of time, it got to about a half gallon a day. I know. Yeah.
It's a lot.
I wouldn't even get out of bed without pouring, like a normal drinking glass like this. I'd fill it up, and then slam it down the hatch and start my day.
Start the day.
Yeah.
Put a good dip in and shove one down the hatch.
There you go.
Holy smokes, bud.
So I'm like, all right, that's a little too much. I mean, and of course, I'd have a couple friends over. This was like when I had like 7 roommates, I think, too, and they wanted my booze, of course. So I'm like, dude, get your own, And what ended up happening is I just buy them their own bottle, the house bottle to drink, because I didn't want to share, And after I'm like 90% through the half gallon, I'd be like, all right, here you go. Spilling it everywhere. They're
Here's
like,
my
bro,
after.
it's spilled. I'm like, get out of here. I already bought you shit.
Here's my backwash.
Yeah.
It's all backwash.
And then I realized after probably 2 or 3 months of doing that, I'm like, all right, that's a little too much. I'll bring it down to like 2/5 a day. I mean, true story.
Yeah.
And then after doing that for, I don't even know, a year, more, I'm like, all right, we'll cut it down. So then it became like a bottle a day. And the bottle a day was completely normal to me,
Once you get up to, I was to about 3/4. And that was my peak, though.
Right. And I'm a bigger guy. So,
True.
You're sloshed probably after a whole 5th.
Yeah.
But
one time I wasn't, but that was one time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll even give you 2 or 3. Why not?
Yeah.
It probably happened.
Food you eat or whatever. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and
Easy though.
Oh, dude, and I never really liked to eat. It would be all on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you did eat, it'd be, you'd get a burger, for an example. You take a bite, be like, I'm full, let's go.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Dude, I'm ready.
Here we go.
At one point, I had 6 ulcers.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, I was working 911 dispatch as well.
Oh.
So I think that had a role in it. But
yeah. So once it got really bad, it was just very rare Like, I didn't really start blacking out until after years and years of drinking, like, that hard. And then it happened once in a blue moon. It started happening on the regular. I think I lived in New York City for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One of those times, I went out drinking pretty hard, bar hopping.
Get some meth?
No, I didn't do the meth.
Oh, okay.
Just cocaine.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Get some coke.
Yeah. But I blacked out. I don't know New York City. I'm not from New York.
Ooh.
I blacked out in New York City. And I don't know how I got home. But I was in my room. I was renting a studio in Manhattan. And doors closed, rooms clean. I mean, everything's there. I had my wallet. I had my keys. Everything's there. Nothing's out of the ordinary.
Wow.
I'm not all screwed up. There's no...
Oh, just check my fist.
Yeah, I mean, I did.
Okay.
I did. I'm like, no, I didn't get into a fight. But I made it home.
Man,
Front door's even locked.
Yeah, dude.
It started to get scary. Wrapping all that stuff up, what happened is, I moved back from New York and I blacked out, like I'm telling you, right? But I don't remember anything that happened, and it was a pretty crazy night, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Mm.
And I cold turkeyed all booze. Everything. Cold turkey, hard alcohol. I mean, no beer, no wine. Zero. None.
Dang, dude.
Done.
You can die.
I know.
Wow.
And I did that for a whole year.
Nice.
And I intentionally put myself in situations where people would be drinking around me, and it doesn't bother me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there were times, of course, I won't lie, where it's like, man, I really want to drink. But, I just remember, hey, I'm trying to get better here, right?
Yeah.
So I did that for a whole year. And then now, fast forward, I mean, that was years ago now, but on special occasions, hey, it's a wedding. Hey, it's a birthday. Hey, buddies and I are going to the hockey game. I want a beer.
Mm-hmm. See, I don't got that self-control.
Hey, man, it's tough. Self-control is tough. Like, I mean, since we're on the drug topic, right? Like, I was really bad into pills, and I was really bad into cocaine. Like, in the morning when I'm getting ready, I don't know if I should laugh, but it was bad, dude. Like, I did a ton of blow. Like, I mean, a ton. And God kept me alive.
Yeah, that's good.
God kept me alive. I'll share that, like a quick story on that in just a second. But to the point for me to where I would wake up, and it wasn't uncommon for me to have a couple drinks in the morning. But, as I'm getting ready, taking a shower and getting ready, I'd be chopping my lines. Before my shower.
Get ready to go.
I get I get out of the shower.
New York,
No, here.
Okay.
And I'd have my, 2 or 3 lines right out of the shower, start my day. Let's roll.
Let's roll, baby.
Let's go. We're going, man.
Couple shots deep, couple lines, we're good to go.
Man, there was one night, though, like I was telling you a second ago about the whole God thing. Everybody likes to, I got the best shit, man, right? And from pot to coke to whatever. And I remember once, my friend and I, we called bullshit on the dealer in front of him. We were stupid kids, but, because you don't do that. Especially to a coke dealer.
Yeah.
You don't tell him his shit is shit. You just don't.
Yeah.
But anyway, he tested it out in front of us, and it rang up to 90%.
Whoa.
And so it was pretty high, and there were other times where it was higher, where it was more pure. I'm not going to get too much into it, but it was good stuff. So, going back to God, though, I remember there was one night, it was just me, and I was going through a lot of stuff in my life at that time. And I remember just something came over to me. Man, I haven't thought about the story in years. But I'm chopping my lines and I'm doing line, and I kind of wanted to OD that night, right? I'm done. And I'm like, put some worship music on. Who does drugs like that? I mean, dude, yeah. I am completely serious, though. So I threw on, like, Jesus Culture and Hillsong while doing coke. And I know, this might sound, just the God thing or whatever, but I just felt like there was a presence in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I started reading my Bible on top of
Nice.
it. I know this is totally wrong, but like,
Got you back.
got like, and then I think probably it had to be maybe 3 weeks after that night. I cold turkeyed coke
Nice.
as well. So every drug, including pot, I don't smoke pot anymore. It was a couple days before 420, where I'm like, I'm done.
Nice.
And I smoked a ton of pot, a ton.
Yeah.
Oil, I mean, the whole thing.
I'm going through about an ounce a month now. I used to go through about an ounce every 2 weeks. I knew this guy in Ben that would go through an ounce a week minimum.
That's normal if you're
Whoa.
that level.
Yeah, and then Snoop goes through 81 blunts a day. I think that's about 4 ounces a day. I don't know if Snoop
Do you think
Dogg's
that's
telling
true,
us the truth. I don't know, man.
He's too stoned. Who knows?
Think about him coughing up in the morning. Hey, you're like, ugh, and you just cough up that stuff that comes out your throat or whatever. Think about that, him. It'd just be like...
There has to be other people on the blunt.
Oh,
it can't just be him. I mean, dude, if he had like 4 or 5 of his buddies smoking that many, maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. I mean, that's more believable.
But he's like, and even Wiz is like, yeah, man, I go through an ounce a day. I was like, how is that even possible, man? I mean, yeah, that's 4 times less than Snoop, but damn.
Right. This is my opinion, and some people are all gun-ho, I'm cold turkeying, I'm doing this, and let's do it. And they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Some struggle. I was one of those who struggled. It's a mind thing, man. Once you set your mind to it, and it's easier said than done, but once you set your mind to it, then you can do it. What I was going to say on top of that, though, is maybe start small. Maybe not do, hey, pot today, fasting today, church today, men's group today.
That's what my sister said. She's like, whoa, like, slow down.
That's good, though, that you have that desire to go after all that. So what I would do, choose one. And you did. Like, you started going to church. Follow that up. Mm-hmm. There's a men's group that I go to on Wednesday nights, which is today's Tuesday. Yeah. So
tomorrow day.
Right. So there's a men's group tomorrow night that I go to. Awesome group. There's another one that I go to. I was going to say my main one. That's becoming another. Anyway, Saturday morning, dude. That's what I would do. If you want to really move forward, is start going to church on the regular. Like we all miss a Sunday or two.
Oh, yeah. Or a month, a year.
Well, I don't want to say that. Don't do that now. Because we want to, So what I would do is start doing that and choose a men's group. I wouldn't necessarily say do both, but you could do both. Like I'm talking about both men's groups. And then do pot, it might work for you to just slow down, only get stoned at the end of the day.
Which is so hard.
That's a big step because I used to do it like all day long and
Wake
night,
up,
right?
Smoke.
Right, dude. And I had it set to the morning weed, to the mid-morning weed, to the, I had like early
Brunch,
afternoon.
Printer.
You get it. And what's so crazy is they have all these different strains out there for that. You have your sativa and sativa hybrid, and
64,
right,
65.
and then yeah. So anyway, that's what I would do, man. Is start small, and get into it, especially with addictive personality, because I have that too.
Sucks.
So start small and go after it. But I believe in you.
Thanks, man.
I do. Honestly, I believe in you, and I'm here for it.
Appreciate it.
Because I know you want to get off pot, and I know you want more, and you want to get after these goals we've talked about. Exactly. So,
and it's hard because me, I'm like, I got back pain, ankle pain. I'm like, get disability from the
we're getting old,
military.
man.
Yeah,
I mean, not really, but we are.
Yeah, and so people they will justify it because I don't take pain meds or whatever. So they'll be like, oh, it's okay if you smoke weed.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, it's like, I would rather be proud of myself and successful in what I want to do and be in pain than be numbing my pain and be living Groundhog's Day. You know, that's not living. You know,
Well, what about Groundhog's
Day? Like,
yeah, I know,
like just doing the same thing, repetitive,
Oh.
over and over again. Wake up, smoke weed.
There's a movie about that too.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
it's Christmas.
Exactly.
I think.
Yeah.
Was it Christmas?
It is. It's tough because every time I try to quit, I justify it. You know, because I'm just like, oh man, because my back hurts.
Well, of course,
I'm
my back
supposed to pray
hurts.
about it. You know, I'm supposed to pray about it. You know, when my back hurts. I'm not supposed to solve it myself.
You know, one thing what you could do too is ask God. What do you know? Ask God, hey, what do you think about this for me, right? And He'll say what He thinks.
Oh, He's told me.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So then the next thing that I would follow up is when should I quit, right? Because if you have that desire, for me, to just elaborate further, when I quit smoking pot, you know, I'm a visual person, and I need to see it, so I put it in my calendar. So every single day, because I'm in my calendar at least once a day, usually like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna see, okay, on the 20th, because you got a calendar right there, on the 23rd, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and be a man of your word. So
yeah,
that's hard, but that, you know, for me, I think then I set it out a couple weeks or something, right?
Yeah.
And then oh man, I gotta quit.
I lie to myself.
You know, yeah. But you see it every single day.
Yeah.
So, and then pray, and then it goes back to getting in a strong support system.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. What helped me straighten my life, you know, is Christian brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Christian brothers, man.
Yeah.
You can't do it alone.
No.
I mean, yes, we have God, but we can't do it alone.
100%.
So, you know, that's why oh, man, there's so much on this subject, but yeah, I think you know where I'm coming from.
Oh yeah. Man, I'll tell you what, he's saved my life, man. It's you know, from drinking like Klonopin at the same time with the benzo.
Yeah.
You know, to
right.
him like, and I know weed's not like, you know, everyone's like it's not that bad, but you know, for me when I go to church, like
devil's lettuce.
Yeah, the devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
Well,
moon
like,
cabbage.
They like preach, and no matter what church I go to, they'll point at me, and when they're talking about weed, and it's just like,
oh really?
Yeah, they don't know me. I've had that happen every church I go to. Last Sunday, I saw him and pointed at me.
Dude, no, he's pointing at me.
Bitch.
I know what you're talking about too, because
we were sitting beside.
Is he pointing at me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I know. I'm like, no, like it'll be like.
I know what you mean, though.
Last time I went to church with my mom, the pastor was like, "Cough it up," and he was talking about when he was a kid and he swallowed a peanut and it got stuck in his throat and he smacked him and he coughed it up. It was full of mucus, and I was thinking, and it's like the weed, you know, and like literally, like, you know, or when I was doing my road trip, I thought God was like, "Hey, you need to leave, like you need to go," and then I had the pastor look at me. He was like, "Leave." In the sermon, I was like,
really?
Okay, yeah. It
wow.
happens all the time. And I was just like, okay, cool. But he always tells me to quit smoking weed. And he always is forgiving.
Well, no, of course he is, you know. You're his son.
Yeah.
You know, maybe once you get through that, there's a whole nother door that'll open.
Dude, there is. I know there is. And that's what's crazy. Like my dog. He's so pretty. Yeah. That's from me quitting nicotine. It was like, I got over that. When I quit nicotine, all of a sudden I magically got over my PTSD from this dog attack. I was able to adopt a dog from the pound, watch movies, play video games. It was just like, boop, disappeared. And it's the exact dog I wanted. It was a Husky Samoyed. Like, and it was like a gift.
Yeah.
I call him a gift from God, you know? And I know once I quit, but it's that hard. It's that addictive. Yeah. It's just like, think about me on meth.
I don't think it would work.
Yeah. Yo, Kyle's cracked out.
Yeah.
He's done.
He's done. He's done.
Oh, man, dude. You know, it's funny because my dad, like, I'll not smoke. Well, when I smoke weed, he'll be like, "You're dumb." And then when I don't smoke weed, he's like, "You're on meth." And that's just like, I can't I can't win.
You can't make him happy.
Yeah, I'm either too hyper or... Well, and that's because I'm drinking coffee, too. Because I'm trading one stimulant for another.
Bro, when we were like...
Monsters.
Well, I think we were like 9 or 10. I don't know. We were young.
Back in the day.
Did you have the paper route? Did you have the paper route? Okay, I remember. And yeah, so we went on the paper route, and I remember, dude, we were young kids, but we'd go get coffee.
Yeah.
And your dad would give us crap about it. You guys don't need coffee. You're like 9.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Dad. You know, yeah.
Dude, I think caffeine is the gateway drug, because if you've ever been a barista, you're standing there in the front, you're calling someone's drink, every single person in that place will look at you. It's just like, you already have a drink in your hand. What do you want, a free one? You know, and you got grandma coming over, thinking it's hers. You're like, dude, no, man.
Caffeine is addicting. We rely on it when we get out of bed. You know, I started cold showers, which I've known for years, are actually great for you, right? Mm-hmm. But one of the other things you started talking about is wait for at least like 30 minutes after you get up and get moving, right? Preferably after like your shower, you know. Usually about an hour after getting up is I'll have my first cup of coffee. Before, get out of bed, let the dog outside, make a cup of coffee, start getting ready for the day.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to become less reliant on coffee, on that caffeine to get me going.
100, dude.
So small changes, you know. Mm-hmm. But I kind of somewhat agree. It can be definitely for some people that gateway drug, what can introduce them into, you know.
It's like it's your kid. That's the only thing you can have legally.
And man, so I used to count all my caffeine, right? Like how many milligrams, because I didn't want to go over a certain amount.
Like 400 right? Or whatever.
Well,
6.
Well, anyway. So, but I'd do like 2 tall cups of coffee, right, to start my day. And then I'd break into my first Red Bull. And, I mean, I usually would have about 3 Red Bulls and a couple tall coffees a day.
Oh, my God.
And that was my normal, you know. But, and then plus you throw in all the booze. Dude, it was, anyway. So, yeah, man. Like, I haven't had an energy drink. Oh, yeah. So, like, just a couple weeks ago was my 1 year.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah. Legit. I wanted to stop drinking energy drinks altogether completely.
Nice.
Cold turkey.
Nice.
And that was at least 3 a day.
Nice.
You know.
Damn.
But now it's just coffee or tea.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm a pour over guy. Coffee.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. Oh, one quick thing to touch up on fasting. I found this fascinating. I thought to fast before a surgery, it was so you don't puke. You know, that's what I was taught.
Yeah.
But when you look into it, yeah, that is possible. But the human body, it's amazing. When you fast, your body goes into this turbo healing process, right?
Yeah.
And so when you fast for multiple days, your body heals itself from the inside out. So people are like, oh, you're starving yourself. Your body's eating your muscles. No, your body's eating itself and healing itself. It's literally healing itself. It's like working. I don't even know how to explain it. But the cool thing, let's say cancer and stuff like that, there's diets. And people go to remission because they go on this diet because cancer feeds off what you put into your body.
Right.
And so when you go on a diet or like Jesus fasting for 30 days, it makes you wonder, like, is he saying, hey, if you get something like that, you need to stop eating and you need to pray and let your body heal itself, you know, instead of, going through, let's put radiation in our bodies. I think that's absolutely madness. I think in years from now, we're going to look back and be like, wow, humans were pretty stupid, you know?
Yeah, well, I can kind of see that. I think in some cases, I mean, obviously you've seen and heard the stories where the radiation treatment helps, right? And they make a recovery. So, it's hard to just discredit that. But I do see where you're coming from because there's a lot of really cool things, for lack of better words, what can happen while fasting.
Oh.
Even if you're not spiritual, even if someone is Buddhist or an atheist, it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of cool things that happen to our bodies when we fast.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in a while, but...
I haven't either, and that's what's so hard if I want to. Yeah, it's hard.
It is
so hard, dude. 'Cause I usually eat at 5, so I usually do this intermediate fasting thing, and so it's 5 o'clock, turns around, I'm just like, alright, sick.
So are you a 1 meal a day? Like the OMAD?
Yeah, I've been doing that since I pretty much quit drinking. 1 meal a day. Well, okay. It's not strict,
Okay. So you do more intermittent fasting, and you have a window probably between 5 to 7.
Yeah, well, usually it's like 5 to 10.
Okay.
Like whenever I go to bed. I scream at 1 o'clock in the morning. So,
Honesty. There we go. The truth comes out.
Pizza and burgers and, yeah. But
I get what
in the fire department, we had some times in training where you're suited up. It was 113 out, but you're on the blacktop, and so it's 130 out in San Angelo, Texas. You're drinking a gallon of water every 2 hours in the pad, as minimum, and you're sweating it all out. You're not pissing, and you're doing these bunker drills where you got 4 guys on a hose, and you're running up and down on this thing, and this dude, I don't even know how to describe. It's just one foot in front of the other. That's the only thing you're worrying about. That's the only thing you think about.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, they make you stand there with your mask on. And they're just like yelling at you, and you can't take your mask off, blah, blah, blah. Then you take it off, it's bone dry. And you're like, oh my gosh. And they're like, turn around a mile and a half! You're like, oh my gosh, oh no! So you're running, dude. And I remember I was running, my forehead was ice cold, and it was just like, should I stop? And be like, hey, I'm having like a heat stroke or an exhaustion or something. Like, something's happening.
Yeah.
Or should I just keep running?
Right.
So I was like, screw it. Just keep running. Did my push-ups and sit-ups. And then every day I'd sleep on this tile floor, man. And just dehydrated. There's no amount of water you could drink. I don't know how to describe it. There's no amount of water I could drink that would fill that headache every day. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what brought that up, but I want to get like that again. There's no alcohol, no weed, no nicotine. That was just me going, But
we'll get you there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm stoked, dude.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm working on a few things myself too, so we can help each other.
Heck yeah.
It's kind of cool how we reconnected again.
Yeah. That's
So-
for freaking a long time.
Yeah, that happens,
Yeah, I know. It's weird, man. I'm trying to communicate this with people, like, even if you were or weren't in combat, it's weird when you get out sometimes, you just want to seclude yourself and hibernate and drink and try to get over some problems that you don't even know you have. And so that's what I was doing for the longest time. Was just, I think a lot of it is weirdly enough, was PTSD from a dog attack, and some firefighter stuff, yeah, sure, but the dog attack was, I was waking up with night sweats, like screaming. I would just like have visions of dogs attacking me in the face, like, for years I couldn't even see a dog. So it's just like, then you kind of like start drinking and medicating and doing drugs but one camera's.
Sorry, we have a few minutes anyway.
True.
Like we're almost out of time.
True. Okay, perfect. Well, this would be a good time to, we can wrap it up.
Here we go.
All right, dude. Thanks for coming by, and
All right, done. All right, get it out. Okay, here we go.
Thanks for coming by, everyone. This is Jacob Keene, as always, talking about drugs and God and
Life
and turning around.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It was a good one.
Thanks for having me out.
Yeah, dude, totally.
We'll do it again soon.
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
Don't forget to click and like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And all that good stuff.
Click, like, and subscribe.
This is the man to follow.
Thank you. We'll see.